So it's day 2 here at VidCon. I'm up early, like really early. I don't want to wake people up, so I'm talking kind of quiet. Like, look here. Set this alarm last night for 7:40 because I thought that that would be a good time. And I woke up at like 5:45, just like, I'm awake, because it's really almost 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And I don't even think the sun's up. Let's just take a look here. Sun. No, no sun. So, yeah. Good morning, day 2 of VidCon. Here we go.
This feels like the moment where we're all going to sort of get together and decide not just what it's going to be like right now, but what it's going to be like for the next 10, 20 years. We get to define the culture of this thing, we get to define the industry of this thing, we get to define how we're going to connect to people, how we're going to work together, what kind of interactions we're going to have with each other, and that's why VidCon has been so important to me, to provide that opportunity for us to do that together. So thank you all for coming out and doing that.
As Hank mentioned, I'm the CEO of Fullscreen. We are a YouTube network based in Culver City, Los Angeles. And what I want to do today is tell you a little bit about my story, why I started Fullscreen, some of the trends I'm seeing in the space, and maybe talk a little bit about the future.
It is just, it's being yourself and having fun and knowing who you're talking to.
I don't want to be loved for something I'm not. I think that's a very slippery slope, and then you end up manufacturing this persona you have to then maintain forever. So, I'd rather be disliked for something that I am than like loved for something I'm not. So I will actively be like, you know what, I like cursing. And I've been holding back on my cursing. I'm just going to write a post with like 30 F-bombs. Just to fucking like get rid of 20% of my audience, because I wouldn't want to hang out with them, and they don't want to hang out with me, honestly. So let's like strengthen the group, you know? Discovery, like, you know, planet Earth style. And what I would say is you do not have to fake. You do not have to fake. Because, and read 1,000 True Fans, but if you have a small and extremely loyal audience, community, they can financially sustain you forever. And you do not need that many. You just don't. So I would say like you need to figure out who you are more than how to market to a group.
Yeah, I think sometimes the data can almost be a curse. Like you see what's done well for you, or you see what's done well for other people, and you try to sort of reverse engineer content based on what you think people want. And like sometimes that works and it's scalable to a degree, but like at the end of the day, like as a writer or a YouTuber or a blogger, whatever you're doing, like your work should be whatever you feel passionate about, like what you actually have to say and want to share with the world. And it's like your real successes are always like a post that you didn't think anyone would care about, but you cared about it, and then it caught you totally by surprise, and it like completely blew up.
So the big trends, right, that we all know is that video demographics are getting younger, right? Younger people are looking at stuff, and I don't know how many of you, geek out to Nielsen rating stuff, but Facebook, requested that Nielsen do a study of how many viewers are looking at Facebook during prime time, right? And Facebook kicks every network's ass.
Must zoom out first, now zoom in. Get out of my shot! What are you doing? This is what happens at VidCon. People just hijack your shot of Lindsay Sterling.
Day 2 of VidCon, all done. I know there's probably not as much footage as I would have liked, because frankly, it was a pretty good day. I mean, keynotes were awesome speeches today for Industry Day. The panels were alright. There was like one that I really liked, and then the rest of them were just sort of mediocre. But all in all, I thought it was really worth it. There was like an after party for Industry Day, and they had free breakfast, which didn't matter because I already ate, because I didn't know that. In the meantime, if you're not following me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. I'll have the link below for that. But Michael Warbeck gave some sage advice in his drunken stupor that it should be followed. You should, no, don't follow his advice. It's terrible. Ran into Tony from Black Box TV, hung out with him for a while, so that was a super huge plus. In the meantime, I'm re-energized. Today was awesome for me to get me back on the right page, to get to what I need to do for my channel again. So I'll have a renewed focus, a renewed vigor when I get back home, and hopefully it'll come through in my work, because I just love YouTube, and I love connecting with everybody on YouTube.